Welcome Libra to your reading for December 2020. I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot for your reading and pulling you an oracle card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. And my intention is that you use your own intuition to weave a story that suits your life, suits your situation. That's why I show the cards, so that you can see how I connect them, see how I am interpreting them, but please be discerning, because my interpretations are based on my experiences, which are unique to me. But what I enjoy about watching other tarot readers is that they do have often different interpretations, and there's always some little bit of truth or a little bit of wisdom that I can gain from something that they say, even if the story doesn't quite fit my life. But words are powerful only when you believe them and only when you put emotion behind them. So having said that, Libra, let's get on with your reading for December 2020. Seven of Cups, having a lot of different options here. She's trying to choose which cup she wants, and they're all filled with a lot of different things. And this store owner, it's interesting because she's patiently waiting for this woman to make up her mind. It's almost like having too many options, and when we have too many options, often means we're confused. We don't know our own mind here with the Seven of Cups. Let's put it back and see if it returns in the main reading. We have the Five of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands. We have the Moon, the Lovers, and the Six of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Tower, and the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So right in the center we have the Lovers card number 6, which is Gemini, the twins, and we do have this full moon. There's a full moon eclipse happening in Gemini right before December. And we also see another full moon here in the Six of Swords, moving on from a situation that's caused a lot of nervousness, a lot of anxiety, troubled waters. She's on her broomstick, and there's like two other people helping her escape or helping her get away. It's interesting that we're then ending, so we have these moon cards, and then we're ending with this Ace of Pentacles. And we see the sun breaking, this clarity that's being given with the Ace of Pentacles and allowing you to really ground your reality. This feels very nebulous here, these cards. Very nebulous. These the moon here, and the Lovers, they're in this dark forest. And then there is this Page of Swords and the Tower that show up, news of truth that really shake you to your core, or really tumble whatever is causing this confusion. The illusions are coming down for sure, and we're really being grounded now with this Ace of Pentacles. This feels really good. This feels illuminating. This feels transparent. This feels like something you can sink your teeth into, something you can hold in your hand that you know is real and true and authentic. And it's the start of something. I do feel like there was some, because we even have the Five of Cups and the King of Swords, and the King of Swords in reverse. In the upright, he's very discerning, he's very clear, and he knows exactly what he's doing. You know, he has his sword, and he communicates and he speaks clearly. And in the reverse, that's not happening. And we have the Five of Cups. It's causing sadness, it's causing regrets. I like this Page of Wands as well. So we have two pages and an ace. So there is something new being offered. There's something new on the table. Something that is honest and true and authentic. And I think that you see this guy and he's like paused and he's wondering whether or not he should walk down this path. I feel like you started down this path and we're almost put in a state of confusion with this moon energy. And with the Lovers even, it speaks of duality, the dark and the light. And the moon is distortions. Truth being covered up so that you don't know which path to choose. You don't know. And that goes back to the Seven of Cups that we saw that popped out earlier, is you have options and you're confused as to what to choose. You don't know what path, because nothing is clear. And I think that in December things are going to get very clear. You're going to be able to move with the Six of Swords into a much better place. This is taking us to this Ace of Pentacles, to this clarity that's grounded in the three-dimensional and not so ethereal. And it's something that we've manifested with the Magician. Is the number 1 card. We know it's almost as if we're seeing that we have all the tools that we need in order to manifest our reality. We don't need whatever was causing this confusion. And maybe that was the confusion, is that we weren't seeing that we had what we needed. Okay, let's pull an oracle card for Libra for December. So the Tower is a pretty big card. The Tower and the Lovers beneath. There is definitely a revelation here, and it's going to bring you to a much better place. And I do feel like it starts around the full moon in Gemini, that eclipse. What else can we add to this reading for Libra that is in their highest good? going beyond normal. And at the bottom we have, every journey starts with a single step. Read number 14. Says, on the path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take a bolder, more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. To rely solely on logic and science without incorporating the mysterious and magical is a recipe for an existence that is far too dry. The sacred rebel within our hearts will always choose a juicier approach to life. You are currently approaching such a choice point. You could say that the choice is about balance. It is less about choosing to honor either art or science, gardening or architecture, and more about integrating all approaches so that you enhance rather than hinder your life journey. That's really interesting, and it reminds me again of that 7 of Cups that we saw in the beginning, is that you don't need to choose just one cup, right? We're choosing a variety of approaches and integrating those in order to enhance our life. And the moon, even though I was saying that it was, and it is, confusing and a place where illusions can cause us to feel like we don't know what to do. The moon is also, in the darkness there's creativity, in the darkness there's potential for magic, for the mysterious. It says, there's a time and place for logic, strategy, planning, and measurable outcomes. These are not bad tools to have, but we must be vigilant not to worship them or allow them to quash our less rational but equally valuable decision-making tools. Intuition, feelings, and those things you know without knowing how you know them. The flowing, inspirational energy of the heart may have no conceivable basis in logic or reason and still be uncannily accurate. To remain rebellious, we must not sacrifice the art of emotion, instinct, passion, and intuition for the science of logic and strict planning. Again, with the Lovers and the Moon, so the Lovers is making a choice, and this is all about choice making a choice from your heart, allowing your emotions, your intuition to choose for you. And with the moon here, it's not quashing the mysterious, not quashing the things that you can't really name, but you know to be true. That is the moon and the Lovers. The knowing without knowing how you know them. And that's the truth. Page of Swords. Okay, so it's a long message. I'm going to skip to the healing process, but you can pause and read this on your own if you choose. And the healing process says, say aloud, I now call on unconditional love and ask for the blessings of the heart to be witnessed and sanctioned by the great universal creator, so that I may rise above small-mindedness and use the best of what human culture has to offer in service to love. Through my own free will, so be it. Visualize or imagine the feeling of being in a most gorgeous garden. It might be well manicured, a little bit wild, or wildly overgrown jungle. Just notice it. Notice how all the plants work together and how it is supported by nature and the seasons. Notice that while some things thrive, others fall away, only to shift again with the seasons. There is such organizational genius. Say, may the wisdom and guiding hand of the great gardener who works with unconditional love nurture the garden of my soul into magnificence. I dare to live creatively from my heart and thrive. Finish your healing process by sitting quietly, dancing wildly, or doing a spot of gardening, whatever feels good. I'm going to read that again. I got this card for another sign and reread it 3 times. It says, may the wisdom and guiding hand of the great gardener who works with unconditional love nurture the garden of my soul into magnificence. I dare to live creatively from my heart and thrive. Beautiful. Say it again, Libra, to make it stick. Here is going beyond normal. That's your reading for December, Libra. Thanks for listening, and please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and come back in January. Thanks, Libra. Bye.